The Hoppe and Super Rich Show. Hoppe and Super Rich. Only on WNUR 89.3 FM.
The Hoppe and
Super Rich Show.
And up next with some more classy news of the day. This next one comes from Wisconsin, which is a frequent candidate for classy news of the minute.
Just a little bit north of here.
Yeah, it's just like 90 minutes away now. Hey, you're in Milwaukee. You're in the middle of nowhere.
Or like Bob Uecker would say, just a bit outside. That's his classic call. But that was a bad impression of it.
It's better than me. But that's not saying much. I have no talent. I'm just a babbling voice. So what does it say here?
Fitchburg special ed aide placed on paid leave over modeling photos. And you can see, I think she's a pretty nice looking girl from that one photo. Although you can't really see her eyes.
This just in, models are usually good looking.
I would think so.
You would hope
so. A paraprofessional at South Street Elementary School has been placed on paid administrative leave pending an investigation into modeling photos that were sent to the school district late last week. According to Superintendent of Schools Andre Ravenville, the Caitlin Pearson is her name, who had been working in one of the school's special education programs as a full-time classroom assistant for the small group of students since November, was placed on administrative leave early Friday afternoon after the district received the packet of modeling photos that morning.
Oh my God, imagine that packet going around, but it's so sticky.
Wow. Hey, did you see what Miss Pearson's doing now?
As the principal zips up his zipper. Did you hear about these pictures?
Several of the pictures, which can be found online, so maybe we should look those up, show Pearson, she's 23, scantily clad or partially nude, with her hands covering her breasts. Well, that's a shame. She appears in one photo with another scantily clad woman on the cover of a September 2013 issue of Models Mania magazine, which I've never heard of.
What is that, like WWE?
Well, it might just be a Wisconsin thing, like Fitchburg, Wisconsin's #1 magazine. Like,
that's saying much.
All the Packer fans, like all these Packer ladies model and stuff.
Aaron Rodgers in a dress.
Real clash. I've been upgraded to girl class. The only comment here's a
well done, Super Rich.
Here's a quote from who is this from? The superintendent. The only comment I would make, we would be committed to take action on anything that we're knowledgeable of that would pose any concerns of someone working with students.
What concern do you have when you look good and you're modeling? It's not like she's posing with a gun or a dead gun in one hand and like a dead rat in another. Now
which could be quite common in Wisconsin.
That's why I said it's Super Rich.
I know.
What I'm getting at is, I hate these teachers. This happens every week. A new teacher gets suspended because they have a modeling picture, or they're in porn, or even in another scenario.
By the way, this is an elementary school, so it's not like the people sort of like know
about sex.
What she's doing.
They don't even know what intercourse is. You barely know about it in 5th grade. And the whole thing is just like sitting in on a sitcom. Because when they go penis, you go ha 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 ha. When they go vagina, the whole class roars like you have Louis C.K. up telling you jokes. So what I'm getting at is, this is such an overreaction by all the fat parents who wishes they were as good looking as Caitlin Pearson, who is a dime. What I'm getting at is, I'm sick of this. Every week you hear about this.
We'll have to look up more photos of her on Google to see what she really looks like.
We should ramp up this segment faster.
To see what she really looks like.
So what I'm getting at is, what does it matter if she posed, if she covered up her breasts? It's just pictures. I'm sure she's a good teacher. I bet she had to do those pictures, Super Rich, to help pay for high college debts. Everybody's phony baloney. Everybody acts like they don't look at modeling pictures. Everybody acts like they don't watch porn. And they overreact. Oh my God, she's good looking. She does this.
I'm not quite sure what porn is, Ryan. I've never heard of that word before.
Go to uj.com. You'll learn a lot.
That's not my one of choice.
What's yours?
There's a whole bunch, but I've never heard of the one you said.
I like the Hub. The Hub gets it done fast.
Well, that's the most common one, yeah. Okay,
Who's
Raven.
your actress of choice?
Should I really say that?
Yes.
Do you want me to?
Yes.
There's a whole bunch again.
I saw Akira.
I don't know. I said, oh, so you like her? Okay. Yeah, she's all right.
Boo.
Lexi Bell. Lexi Bell's good.
Boo. She looks like she's cracked out.
Audrey Batoni, I like her.
Never heard of her.
Never heard of her. Look her up.
When I go home.
Oh.
Or now.
Oh, what's her name? I don't know. There's a whole
Lisa Ann, dude.
Well, yeah.
She's got a huge forehead,
Classic
though.
MILF.
It's
Classic
weird.
MILF. Yeah, she's good.
You should check out, what's her name? Wow, this is a sidetrack.
Tanner Mays is kind of cute.
Yes! There's that one MILF that does all the teacher roles. Gotta help my parents.
The other blonde.
Yes!
Julia Ann instead of Lisa
Yes!
Ann? Yeah.
Or, yes, I'll think of the other one,
Surprised
too.
we all know this, but yeah.
Or guys.
Back to the story,
Yeah.
which is interesting. Ravenville, the superintendent, said he was not aware of Pearson's modeling photos until school officials were mailed the anonymous packet. A similar packet was also...
And the envelope was Shield saw.
Whoa, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Why am I getting a
It's like,
tower in my-
sir, you're taking the pictures with you to the bathroom. I know, I just gotta go to the bathroom. It's like... A similar packet was also sent to Centennial and Enterprise. And I guess those are newspapers, the Centennial and Enterprise.
Yeah.
Here's a quote. I'll find out who it is when I keep reading. Can you believe that this girl was hired to work with special education children in the Fitchburg schools? Reads a short note. Oh, you scrolled. I can't see where I am now. Oh, reads a short note typed in all capital letters because that makes it an angry note.
Oh, yeah, you get your point across. Nothing says I'm going to read it right away like a...
Right.
Because whenever I get an email or a message with capital letters, I actually wait till later to read it because I'm like, I don't want to overreact. I know they're angry. I'm going to wait till I'm chill. I actually go meditate. Whenever I get angry messages on Facebook in capital letters, I actually don't respond right away. So I'm like,
Right.
let me just get into the right mindset. So when these moms are like, she can't work with my kid, no one's taking you seriously, honey. Sorry.
So, all typed all in capital letters, that was included in the packet sent to the Centennial Press. Well, she was and currently is. Check her out for yourselves. And, I mean, the article just pretty much says, parents are outraged and blah, blah, blah and all that. And, but, I mean, she's got to be a nice person. I mean, she's a special education teacher at an elementary school. She's helping kids with disabilities, whether it be learning or I don't know if they're handicapped or what.
I would maybe get it, Ryan, if she was in porn. But
yeah,
the fact
I know,
that
but she's
modeling,
not. She's just modeling. It's not nude.
Like, what do you expect them to do when they're good looking? Just like flip burgers? If you
Right,
have
if you're
the
a good-looking
looks to
girl-
model then.
Right. And I mean, she's obviously a nice person.
If she wants to do that, number one, teachers aren't paid that much, Ryan.
Right.
So she has to be a nice person.
Exactly. I know that firsthand because my mom's a teacher. She doesn't get paid nearly enough, and it's like, yeah.
To all the soccer moms out there that don't approve of them working with her kid.
Shut up!
All right, what does this say?
Richard Irving of Lakehurst. I don't know where Lakehurst is, but
Cleveland.
Oh, it's in Oh, it's a suburb of Cleveland. Wow.
My mom's from Lakehurst. Represent.
Oh, is she really?
Yep.
That's neat. Richard Irving of Lakehurst sold. Maybe she knows him. Sold teen Rice Krispies and oregano instead of marijuana. Cops say. Good. He's 22, so your mom probably doesn't know him. Richard Irving, 22, of the borough, was charged Wednesday with distribution of imitation marijuana after police say a borough teenager paid him
That's a crime?
$210.
That's a crime?
It's a whole lot of money.
That's a crime?
It's a whole lot of money for a baggie that contained nothing more than Rice Krispies and oregano.
That should be
Must
a
be some
life
good Rice
lesson.
Krispies, homemade stuff.
Ryan, not only was it homemade like Walter White, Kush, number two.
Yes.
Number two, why is that a crime? Distribution of imitation marijuana. Why can't it just be he sold him $210 of Rice Krispies?
All he did was gyp the kid. Like,
There should be a life lesson. Why was Richard Irving arrested for this? What precedent are you saying?
who pays $210 for what they thought would be Rice Krispies and marijuana?
Right?
I mean, come on, $210. That's ridiculous.
This kid obviously has a lot to spend when he has $210 for fake Blue Dream. So what I'm getting at is, why is this guy getting arrested for that? This should be a life lesson that you don't spend money on anything that's $210 to someone you just met. You do it when you go to Best Buy and you buy a TV or something. You do it over the counter at a retail place or online with a credit card. You should never give a guy named Richard Irving $210. This guy is a hero for teaching this kid something.
So Irving was charged after the teenager, identified as a 17-year-old girl, admitted to her mother, I don't know why you'd admit, she took $210 to pay for half an ounce of marijuana.
This is a girl? Oh, my God. He probably duped her so easily. This is the best weed you'll ever get.
Yeah, like, this is the best weed ever. Everybody's, I've sold it to a bunch of other kids. You should just take it.
Why does it smell
I'll
like
take it.
pizza? Are you sure that's weed?
Oregano.
It smells like pizza.
So anyway, where are we? The juvenile and her mother went back to the Irving's house, and that's when officers Jason Guide and the other names were dispatched to Irving's residence on Oak Street for a disturbance call. The teenager also admitted to the police that she went to Irving's house to obtain the half ounce of marijuana, gave Irving $210 in cash, and received the bag. After leaving the residence, the juvenile discovered that the bag contained Rice Krispies and oregano.
Why wouldn't you inspect it when you're there? That's 101, you idiot.
Yeah, see, this guy got lucky that, she didn't look and be like, this is Rice Krispies. No. Those aren't Rice Krispies. Those are marijuana. Don't you know what it looks like? It's like, these are Rice Krispie treats.
I bet this is what happened. It wasn't she looked at it afterwards. That's what she told the cops and her mom because she wanted to make it seem like she's a decent girl. I bet she tried to, roll it up or pack it up, and she smoked it. And she's like, this tastes like food. Why does this taste like food? Trust me, honey. If you're paying $210 for oregano and Rice Krispies, you try to smoke that, you dummy.
Yeah. And after leaving the residence, the juveniles... Oh, we already read that. So anyway, the $210 was recovered at the scene. Irving also admitted he put Rice Krispies and oreganos in the bag and attempted to pass it off as marijuana.
Why would you admit to that? Why not keep going with it?
So were the Rice Krispies just like a bonus, in the oregano, or it was just mixed in with it?
Here's your munchies, a few Rice Krispies I found in between my couch.
Well, are these Rice Krispies, the cereal? I feel like that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Not Rice Krispie treats.
He's like, you see those little white specks? That's the best weed potent I got, man. My guy from east side of Cleveland, Jerome, he hooked it up, man.
The 17-year-old girl was charged with a drug offense and released to the custody of her mother pending a family court hearing.
How is this a drug offense?
I don't understand why this is such a why everyone's going through all this. The
this
guy
is a life lesson. This is a waste of taxpayers' money.
Obviously the guy's a drug dealer, although maybe not. Maybe he just sells oregano to little kids and they just think they're getting high. Oh my God, I'm so high. It's no, that was just oregano.
That does happen. I've read online that if you tell people it is, it's the placebo effect where you really think you are. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean?
Yes. And in 2011, Irving was charged, was one of three men charged following a disturbance call on Oak Street. He was charged with disorderly conduct and obstruction of justice.
Riveting. Sounds like a great man. Sounds like a guy you'd want to go get a brewski with on a Saturday afternoon. All right. Up next is some Fairy Corson featuring Ben Haig. Ain't no stopping. And we're going to roll up a quick oregano blunt. We'll be right back.
The Hoppe and Super Rich Show.